comes all the way from Missouri, which isn't that far. You can't drive an electric car that far, though.
Oh, fucking own. Fuck electric cars. He's so right.
Lead and or win every single one of them. Former president's about to speak. Let's listen in.
Well, I want to thank everybody. This has been some period of time, and most importantly, we want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all. What a turnout, what a crowd. And I really think this is time now for everybody, our country, to come together. We want to come together, whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative. It would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing. That's practically never been like this. It's just so important, and I want to make that a very big part of our message. We're going to come together. It's going to happen soon, too. It's going to happen soon.
Did you see the taco penis drop from the trial? Oh, I saw that.
I want to
yeah. Oh, dude, I want to give a quick shout out to Joey Taco Penis, who has been dropped from the E.G. and Carroll defamation suit, which Donald Trump has to deal with tomorrow.
The congressmen from Washington, they came down from all different states. I want to thank you very much. I want to congratulate Ron and Nikki for having a good time together. We're all having a good time together. And I think they both actually did very well. I really do. I think they both did very well. We don't even know what the outcome of second place is. And I see Carrie Lake. Congratulations, Carrie. Very good. I spotted her, I have to announce, because she's terrific. She's going to be a senator, a great senator, I predict, right? You're going to be a great senator. And I also want to congratulate Vivek, because he did a hell of a job. He came from 0, and he's got a big percent, probably 8%, almost 8%, and that's an amazing job. They all did. They're all very smart people, very capable people. I think most importantly, I want to thank my incredible wife, First Lady, I'll say former and maybe future.
And maybe
but more important than Melania, I want to thank her incredible, beautiful mother who passed away a few days ago. And she's up there, way up there. She's looking down, and she's so proud of us. And I just want to say to Amalia, you are special, one of the most special people I've ever known.
He 100% hates her.
Tough period of time for the family. But he
hates her.
She's amazing. She was amazing.
He hates his mother-in-law, 100p.
And her husband, who's home right now and very lonely. He's a lonely man, but he's going to be okay. Victor, they're great people. Great. What
a weird way to describe your mother-in-law's passing. Oh my God.
Boy, did she take care of Barron. That's how he got so tall. He only ate her food. And I want to thank my family generally. They've worked so hard, and they've taken so much abuse for being.
Victor is so lonely. He's
Eric and Don.
He's so sad. His wife died.
They really did. These two have been working so hard, and they, they have another job also, so they have to do it all. But they've been working so hard, and I know that Ivanka is home and Tiffany's home. They're watching, and I know that Barron's watching. Good old Barron. I said, "You're going to be a basketball player." I said, "Well, I like soccer, Dad. Actually," I said.
That's a gay sport.
Better, but you can't. Sometimes you can't talk them into everything. But he's a special boy. But the whole family is just incredible. And my sister Elizabeth, who's just the biggest fan. She's just an incredible person and always supportive. We love
Bro,
Elizabeth
this is literally
so
the extended Trump cinematic universe. Like, he's giving us the extended Trump cinematic universe.
Took a big chance, in most states.
Barron is probably watching the Hasanabi broadcast.
The senators, we had Marco Rubio, we had Rick Scott the other day. We have, probably 55% of the senators, and now they're all calling and saying, "We want to endorse you, sir." I said, "Oh, great." Same thing with the congressmen and women. We have tremendous, much more than anybody probably has ever had in this position. And we love them all. They're great. They're really trying to do a good job for our country. But one woman in Iowa who really stepped up was your Attorney General, Brenna Byrd. She really, really stepped up. Where is Brenna?
from me.
She stepped up. She's going to be your governor someday, I predict. So we'll see.
At least New Hampshire will be fun and interesting because, like, Trump's win in New Hampshire is going to be really narrow, right? Like, it's way closer. This, on the other hand, is like incredibly
like
this is the most expected win. You know what I mean?
Pause now for a brief moment, but folks, don't go anywhere. NBC News Now special coverage of the 20.
What the fuck? Don't pull away from Trump, you bitches. What's going on? Wow, they don't want to hear Trump speak.
Well, I'll tell you, I had to actually do a TV interview bragging about you. The reason why I was late is because of that, but is he awesome or what? I am honored to be the first person in the United States to endorse this guy. The next president, the 47th president of the United States, Donald J.
So was it Brett Favre really let himself go? Yeah, dude, all that charity money he stole.
We're really talking about 2015. He endorsed me before, actually, long before I knew I was going to run. I said, who's this man in Iowa? He's a senator, a state senator. He's a good-looking guy, too. Doesn't he look? You could pay him and give him a lot of money. And by the way, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for being here. You are so great. Comes all the way from Missouri, which isn't that far. You can't drive an electric car that far, though.
Oh, fucking own. Fuck electric cars. He's so right.
The group of people that we have on the stage is just emblematic of the tremendous group that we've had. We've had such a great team. You know, we did well. We were looking really good in 2016.
Is Trump by?
With more than 95% of the votes counted, only 4 candidates were able to get more than 1% of the total votes. Vivek Ramaswamy got 7.7% of the total votes, but he has dropped out of the race after endorsing Trump. Future Republican primary race is going to be between Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, and Nikki Haley. Trump won 51% vote, DeSantis won 21% vote, and Nikki Haley won 19% of the total votes. To win the Republican primary, a candidate has to get around 1,200 delegates. Total number of delegates in Republican primary is 2,400. Iowa, being a small state, only has around 40 delegates. Trump won 20, DeSantis won 9, and Nikki Haley won 8 delegates. Donald Trump, who is most likely to become the GOP presidential nominee, dominated lower income areas with a margin of plus 43, areas with fewer college graduates with a margin of plus 51, and rural areas with a margin of plus 39.
And he got out of the race. What people don't know is that he actually supported me on the other side twice already, right? Then he decided to do it, and he was outstanding. But the traction is never easy, right? You need controversy for traction sometimes, and this guy is the most solid guy. There's no controversy whatsoever, and he's one of the best governors in our country, and I hope that I'm going to be able to call on him to be a piece of the administration, a very important piece of the administration.
God, Trump sure is boring,
and
folks.
Also, just to conclude with this, the entire Trump team, and that includes my 2 boys who are really here all the time, whenever we needed them. Whenever we needed them. They are great. Eric and Don. And look at all these people. Oh, Susie, I have to say. And Chris.
I genuinely have no idea how much of a shot does he actually have. An incredibly high shot. What do you mean?
That's all they want.
I mean, currently, as it stands today, if the election was conducted tomorrow, according to the polls, he's defeating Joe Biden, 50 to 48%. So,
thank you. So we're going to come together. We're going to drill, baby, drill right away. Yeah. Drill, baby, drill.
We're drilling Iowa. Folks, we're drilling in Iowa.
Because right now we have an invasion. We have an invasion of millions and millions of people that are coming into our country. I can't imagine why they think that's a good thing. It's a very bad thing. I think it's a group of people that are probably larger in number than New York State. And we can't have that. We can't have that. It's not sustainable as a country. It's horrible. And, you know, they're coming from prisons and jails. They're coming from all over. They're coming from countries.
All right, I don't care about this stuff. Here's my predictions, okay? New Hampshire polls. Let's pull them up real quick. So New Hampshire is actually interesting. It's coming up. New Hampshire is coming up, folks. The New Hampshire primary, okay? That's right. The Republican Party New Hampshire primaries is going to be coming up on January 23rd, okay? It's a Tuesday, okay? Now, New Hampshire is interesting. New Hampshire is interesting. Why is it interesting? Well, because New Hampshire is the weirdo state, right? I've said this before. It's like you know, northeastern Arizona. They got like a lot of sovereign citizens there. They're very fucking weird. They're very libertarian. It's the freak state. Now, having said that, New Hampshire has actually, does DeSantis drop out before or after New Hampshire? I think DeSantis drops out after New Hampshire. So New Hampshire is the only one that's like kind of interesting as far as all the other states goes, because let's look up the polls here. I think New Hampshire is the most Robert F. Kennedy Jr. state in the entire process. Okay, live free or die. These guys are fucking freaks. All right, let's take a look at the polls here in New Hampshire for the Republican presidential primary. Now, obviously, Trump is ahead in the primaries there. However, having said that, Haley has gained a tremendous amount of pickup there, and according to some polls, is within striking distance. Okay, within single digits. That's a big deal, right? That's a big deal. The fact that Haley is doing fairly well in Iowa as well definitely shows that, you know, she's gonna do well. Now, two things can happen here. New Hampshire, freak state, okay, a lot of weirdos. Let's say Nikki Haley wins New Hampshire. I suspect if that is the case, if Nikki Haley wins New Hampshire, they're going to try to Super Tuesday Donald Trump in the same way that the media did with Bernie Sanders, against Bernie Sanders, when they were like, oh my God, what an unimaginable victory in South Carolina for Joe Biden. Nobody thought this was going to happen. The real underdog story. Now, this can only work if you already propped up Joe Biden, which the media did. And this only works if the media propped up Nikki Haley, which they also did. Okay? So if New Hampshire picks Nikki Haley, thank you, Dolby Lana, for that one, the media will try to make it seem as though this is an unimaginable dub for her, despite the fact that in every other fucking state, Donald Trump is performing very well and you know, running the table. So I think that there's two outcomes here. Either Donald Trump wins with a narrow margin, but wins nonetheless, and then it's over. It's Joe from there on. The Trump momentum is unstoppable. Okay. Ron DeSantis drops out regardless. I think Ron DeSantis drops out probably after New Hampshire, but who knows? Maybe he'll stay in before New Hampshire. I mean, maybe he'll drop out before New Hampshire. Sorry, but Ron is done, dead in the water. Nikki Haley will crush the opposition in New Hampshire, obviously, with the incredible amount of momentum and support that she got from Cristobal Christie. I'm just kidding about that part, but I think that it's over after New Hampshire. Now, what is really devastating, what is really scary, and what is really devastating is that Donald Trump knows how to read the room like a motherfucker. If he brings on board a Nikki Haley type, if not Nikki Haley herself, even though the VP is supposed to bring in a state and South Carolina is already locked in, if Donald Trump brings in Nikki Haley on the board, okay, that all of a sudden turns into a genuinely scary prospect for the branding camp, because Nikki Haley herself, no, Nikki is not the Republican Kamala. Nikki has captivated the Democratic Party media apparatus entirely, okay? Donald Trump doesn't need a powerful VP. Mike Pence was the VP of Donald Trump, if you guys recall. So the fact that she brings in like a moderate liberal would cause every single person who, by the way, Nikki Haley is literally currently, according to polls, 9 points ahead of Biden. 9 points. Biden performs worse against Nikki Haley. The media loves her. She is telegenic. She is charismatic. Definitely much more charismatic than Kamala Harris. Okay. If Trump brings on board Nikki Haley after New Hampshire or whenever he announces for VP, and the media has already propped her up as this like reasonable person. Okay. Now you have two people that are at least trying to solve the abortion problem on a messaging front. One person that is a moderate. The media starts writing articles about how like Nikki Haley might actually be the promise that we needed to like make Donald Trump more reasonable. Could Donald Trump become more reasonable with Nikki Haley by his side? Is a powerful woman exactly what Donald Trump needed for new momentum? And then we're fucking cooked. It's off to the races from that point on. Anyway, I don't think Republicans would vote for a woman though. Nah, the VP doesn't matter.
An entrance poll analysis of Iowa voters done by ABC News has shocking findings and shows that Republican base has become more and more reactionary by the years. 63% of Iowa caucus goers said that they would consider him fit for office even if Trump was hypothetically convicted of a crime. Older caucus goers who are aged 45 and above showed Trump a huge support, with 56% voting for Trump. Among younger generation of people who are below 45, Trump faced a tougher competition, with 34% backing him and 25% backing Ron DeSantis. 66% of caucus goers believe that Joe Biden did not win his presidency legitimately. 31% of the caucus goers who said that Joe Biden did not win the presidency legitimately did not show support for Trump. 89% of the caucus goers said that they were conservative, 52% said that they were very conservative. White people are 88% of Iowa's population, but they accounted for 98% of caucus goers. White evangelicals accounted for around 55% of total caucus scores, down from 56% in 2012. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this, and thanks for watching.